Faces communicate very important things even from the time we are infants. Basically looking for the answer to 3 questions. Do I know you? Can I trust you? And are you still going to want to be in relationship with me even after you discover my flaws or I make a mistake? That's what faces are discovering in each other. The first is pretty simple. You are mom, you are dad, you are brother, you are sister, you are grandpa, you are grandma. Do I know you? Who are you? The second one has a lot to do with intuition or track record. I have a sense that you are trustworthy or not, or my experience tells me you are trustworthy or not. The third one, unfortunately, is often situational. Mom is happy to be with me as long as I'm quiet and perfectly obedient. As long as I'm quiet, mom's happy to be with me. Or dad's glad to be around me as long as I get good grades or excel at sports. That's when dad is glad to be around me. That's what we're looking for. Are you glad to be around me? And we draw conclusions from that, looking upon your face. If you show disappointment with me in a certain situation, I understand you are not glad to be with me in that particular situation. Faces communicate very important things. God had a face for 9 months in the womb before anyone got to see it. Then finally, when Jesus was born, God in the flesh, Joseph and Mary were the first, gazing upon him in awe and wonder, realizing the treasure they beheld. Then the shepherds saw the face of God in Jesus Christ and went out and started telling everybody they could find what they had witnessed. The Magi came. And when they saw the face of God in Jesus Christ, they gave him gifts fit for a king, a priest, and someone who would give his life to save others. The face of God in Jesus Christ is the one face that when he gazes upon us and we receive his gaze, we understand, this is the one I've always been looking for. This is the one I have needed and have been waiting for. Beyond my hopes and dreams, here he is, right before my face. And I can see that he is trustworthy beyond measure. He will never let me down. And his love is not situational, it's unconditional. In fact, he tells me, I have loved you with an everlasting love. He's not going anywhere. No matter what I do, he will never abandon me. This is the one who loves me beyond all my wildest imaginations. I have found him. He is here. I can see him face to face. In the scriptures we pray, Lord, let your face shine on us and we shall be saved. When we gaze upon God and his face in Jesus Christ, salvation comes to us. Jesus rescues us from all that has us trapped in despair. Whatever is hurting us, whatever is holding us back, when he gazes upon us, it all goes away and we are free because he has come. Lord, let your face shine on us and we shall be saved. The challenge is, God has been with each one of us for so long, but have we seen his face? What I mean is, have each one of us had a personal encounter with Jesus Christ face to face? If we have, we know it because we are not the same after it happens. I would argue life only really begins once we have received the gaze of Christ. Now we know who we are. Now we know what we're supposed to do. Life can begin. I wonder if many of us haven't yet had this encounter. Mother Teresa wondered the same thing. And I'm going to let her issue the invitation and the challenge because she does it much better than I ever could. Please receive this with your hearts. She says, Jesus wants me to tell you again how much love he has for each one of you beyond all you could imagine. I worry some of you still have not really met Jesus, one-to-one, you and Jesus alone. We may spend time in church, but have you seen with the eyes of your soul how he looks at you with love? Do you really know the living Jesus? Not from books, but from being with him in your heart. Have you heard the loving words he speaks to you? Ask for the grace. He is longing to give it. Never give up this daily intimate contact with Jesus as the real living person, not just the idea. How can we last even one day without hearing Jesus say, I love you? Impossible. Our soul needs that as much as the body needs to breathe the air. Be careful of all that can block this personal contact with the living Jesus, the hurts of life, and sometimes our own mistakes. This is a danger for all of us, and so sad because it is completely opposite of what Jesus is really wanting, waiting to tell you. Not only that he loves you, but even more. He longs for you. He misses you when you don't come close. He loves you always, even when you don't feel worthy. You are precious to him. Bring all your suffering to his feet. Only open your heart to be loved by him. He will do the rest. My dear friends, my prayer for us this Christmas is that we will finally see the face of God in Jesus Christ, gazing upon us with the greatest love we have ever known, and let it change our lives for the better forever.